Hey there, this is Sharon from Called to Confidence. Come on in. I'm doing something a little different this time. This is part one of a mini series on breaking free from perfectionism. I don't know about you. I don't know if you've ever felt like you had to perform. And there's an awful lot of things that go along with needing to perform, isn't there? Some of you might have grown up in a household where you felt like you had to be good enough in order to be loved, or you needed to be that perfect student to gain your parents' approval. Maybe you're performing at work in order to please your boss, get the raise, get the promotion, and that is grueling. Can we talk for a minute about how success is kind of tough? It's a lot of work to feel successful and to even appear successful by the world's standards. I'm going to be sharing with you something kind of personal. It's really, I look at this story and I'm like, this is so dumb, but it is so human. Let me start by asking you, have you ever wanted something so deeply, worked so hard for it, started succeeding, and then you walked away? Not because you failed, but because success suddenly felt terrifying. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. So years ago, in my mid-20s, I went back to college. I was excited. I loved learning. I was taking a liberal arts course of study. I loved my teachers, and I was super excited to be there. And in the second semester, I made the dean's list, which should have been, exciting and celebratory, and it was anything but. All of a sudden, I was gripped with fear. Could I continue on the dean's list? What if I couldn't? What if I couldn't keep up the grades? What if I fell short? The pressure was more than I could handle. And would you believe I walked away from college? College had represented to me success. Being educated was this big, beautiful dream. No one in my family had a college degree. So this was kind of a big deal. My mom had already passed away. My dad is missing in action. So it's not like I had any pressure from them. This was me. This was me dragging something from my past into present Sharon going to college. It was me afraid that I could not measure up and sustain success. Does that sound familiar to you? So here I am, decades later, and I look back and go, oh my gosh, why didn't you just finish and get the degree and not worry about your grades? You don't need to be on the dean's list to be successful. Right? I'm sure you're all like yelling at the audio right now going, yes, why didn't you just finish? But perfectionism had been ingrained in me since I was a little girl. Anyways, that's a story for another time. Here's a few questions I want to share with you. And also there's a link in the show notes. I created a downloadable for you that has got questions for this episode and the next two that are in this series so that you can work through what you might be dragging around. Where are you getting stuck and feeling like you need to perform for love or success or acceptance to be worthy? Like, these are all lies. If you've listened to me for very long, you know I often say believing a lie is just as powerful as believing the truth. And I will say it until the day I die. Once you discover this, it really does set you free. Okay, so here's the questions that are in the workbook, and you don't need to hit pause and try to write everything down. Just go to the link in the show notes and download the workbook. The first question is, where have you walked away from something you deeply wanted? Oof, right? Did you leave because you truly wanted to, or because the pressure felt unbearable? Right? We just have to be honest with ourselves. This is part of how we move forward. What success in your life feels emotionally expensive? That question bothered me. That really bothered me. I think it's really important that we understand what cost we are paying and ask ourselves also, is it worth it? Have you ever convinced yourself it's not worth it when the truth was, I'm scared I can't sustain it? Oh my gosh, I wish I would have known this at 26, right? My life would have been different. And the last question is, what if fear of expectation, not failure, is what's actually holding you back? Ooh. Next episode, in part 2 of this series, we're going to talk about where this pressure actually comes from, because most of us didn't create it alone. And let's uncover that so that we can all move forward and reach our goals. Don't forget, grab your copy. It's linked in the show notes. And until next time, friends, I'm wishing you every good thing. You're going to make it. Keep going. Put one foot in front of the other.